matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So
And he gets it to the 45.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down.
691, Gator score. Lion.
They'll try the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Looking for space. It's Hardy. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Scanning the field, it's Walters. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Aggies will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They want to throw it. Snags it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Great job of creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie! When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited. And you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Trying to find his man on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's second and 10 from their own 25. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He'll ride his man on the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Woodson. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
And the Dogs are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go right back to the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table. Everything's available. High success rate.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on fourth.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They've been running it, but now the pass. Gets it out quickly. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Georgia! Reeled it in and just made the house call. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Fair catch called for and made. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots, so they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Quarterback will audible. Looking for a gap. It's Hardy. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. And they got him for the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They bring the punter onto the field now. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. and Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. At the 20, he's got space. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, September 28th, 1929, the first time USC and UCLA squared off on the gridiron. Here's how this year's edition finished up. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Open space at the 25. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and, you know, they wear their great...
The expressway is wide open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Walters. Finds the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They'll go with a direct snap. Gives him the big stiff arm. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies. Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. An 84-yard drive there. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play. The linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Better find the ear plugged. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And they're not on the same page there.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the returner is stopped.
Texas A&M Aggies will take over 1st and 10.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense got to stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They'll throw it on 1st down. With the catch, it's Hardy. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
And I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's when quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback checking the play. Back to pass, it's Walters. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggie.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Coleman.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And as a defensive guy, it's so hard to cover these running backs out of the backfield because he starts to go to the flat. Oh, no, I got to go cover him, and then boom. He hits that angle route, cuts right inside, gets inside of me, and now I'm just chasing him, trying to get him on the ground. Nice route by the offense.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Looking to throw it again. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Really tough on an offense. Third and long. It's tough to know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
On the run, it's Hardy. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. They'll try to run for it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. They'll immediately call timeout.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
He's going to let it go. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Defense has them pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Leaves it with the running back. And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Now they'll run the draw. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Gore. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. The option look. Got enough for the first down. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
I'll tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And that's why it's important offensively. They're going to have to do a better job running the ball and getting positive yards early in the drive. You can't be in third and long living in those situations against this defense because they like to play dime personnel. And with those faster guys, they're going to blitz, and they're going to match speed with speed. It's a nice way to combat the mobile ability this quarterback has. Now setting up fourth down.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Hardy. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
At the 23-yard line. Brings up third down.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wants to throw. It's Walters. They'll run the screen. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
To the ground with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide out in motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows they gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
To throw, it's Walters. He's got him wide open.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet, trying to stay in bounds.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Play number 7 on this drive, and it'll be 3rd and 2.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Looking for a crease. It's Gore. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Georgia going back to work with another 1st down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 21, Georgia 14.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's loose. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's got 67 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. The give from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop in a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last round.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4 downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
On the 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Power football with the run. At the 40, there he goes. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Red pass, it's complete. Delivers the stiff arm. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by just 2 over Kansas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Off-play action on 1st down. Fires it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Great job by the DB seeing where the ball's going and breaking it. And I know that sounds stupid. Of course he is. He's supposed to do that. But a lot of times the angles you take are sometimes compromised and leaves you giving up big plays. Nice job going straight to the football and swatting it on the ground.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On second down, he's looking downfield. Unleashes one. And that pass picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Snap it to the back. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Looking to throw, it's Walters. Fires to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. He hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down. He wants to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Got it.
The Aggies look to keep this drive humming.
Get set. Get set. Ready.
Going up top on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble?
And, man, that's tough. As a defense, you're celebrating your offense. We're about to go take the lead. We're about to go win this game late in the fourth quarter, and then they force the turnover. Now we got to go make them look good. Get off the sideline, change your mindset, go make a play, get the ball back to your offense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Fires to the right. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Toss sweep right. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down.
4-2 Spider. Check.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
A&M comes back out with another first down. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.